Yo, what up, peeps? Ikonita, aka Mr. Nagato, coming at you another rant. My rant today is about fighters and in the story mode. Yeah, story mode and fighters. That's basically my rant right there. And I've seen like a lot of stuff about it. I've seen a few forums talk about it, and a few people have a few arguments about it. I don't know if there's any rants on YouTube about it. I haven't checked that out yet. But basically, there's like a little thing saying fighters shouldn't have storylines because it's a fighter. And just because it's a fighter, it shouldn't really have one. Nobody really don't care about them. Which some people actually do, but that's besides the point. My point is just saying, well, it's a fighter, but at the same time, it really does need a story. It really does need a storyline, and some people disagree with that. Just because it doesn't have a storyline doesn't mean a fighting game can actually be not successful because of it, which isn't really the case. And usually the examples people use is King of Fighters 98, King of Fighters 2002, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which, to be honest, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 does have one. It's just not mentioned much. But anyway, I'm about to get on to this. I am in the middle between I do think it should and I think it shouldn't. Now, my reasons for I think it shouldn't is, let's see, let's be honest here. A fighting game is a competitive game, right? People are going to worry more about the compatibility of a fighter. So therefore, stories line isn't really necessary, to be honest. But at the same time, I do think it should be in there, but that's besides the point. Here's my thing. Like I said before, fighters competitive. Everybody's being competitive about the fighters. Therefore, gameplay trumpets over storyline. Now, if you had a game like an RPG or role-playing game where the story mode actually matters, then yeah, storyline would trump it over gameplay, because the story mode sucked ass in an RPG. Let's be honest, people are not going to like it because the story sucks ass. And some games will be like that and some games won't. It just depends on if it's competitive or if it's not. More likely non-competitive games usually don't necessarily care about story mode. Usually the games that aren't competitive like that usually does worry about story mode. And to even further explain, here's my thing. Let's take Ryu for example, from Street Fighter for example. Not today, but this year is supposed to be their 25th anniversary. So I guess they've been around for 25 years now. What's Ryu's story? Seriously, what's Ryu's story? He's a guy who knows Shotokan karate. He's over there traveling the world to try in sometime universes to see, if he's the best fighter out there. He basically goes around trying to find people that's stronger than him and proving that he can whoop their ass. And then on the side note, it's basically the Dark Hado part, trying to keep that in control. But that's only secondary. His primary goal is to try to prove that he's the world's strongest fighter. So what's he do? He travels all around the world and, like I said before, sometimes dimensions, and fucking fight people. This has been going on for 25 fucking years. 25 years. He's been doing his exact same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And, he has a basic storyline, yes, but usually 9 times out of 10 it's just boring as hell. I mean, he doesn't give it a break at all. He doesn't stay in one country for a year because he thinks he feels comfortable there. He doesn't try to get no pussy. No, it's just, I need to battle like the strongest fighter out there, male or female. Seriously, and it's easy. That's probably one of the reasons why in all versus games, Ryu is the very first one picked. Give you an example. Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom. Alright, so we're gonna try to bring some people into fighters. Alright, so who's gonna be our first contender? Let's put Ryu in there. Oh, okay, so what's Ryu gonna do? Basically trying to find the world's strongest fighter, right? So who's the strongest fighter in Marvel? Wolverine. There you go. Next character. Same thing with Capcom vs SNK. Oh, okay, so who's gonna be the characters in this game? Oh, we're gonna pick Ryu. Oh, okay, so who's he gonna go against? Who's the strongest in the SNK universe? Kyo Kurtsunagi. There you go. Next character. Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Oh, so who's gonna go against? Who's gonna be the first character in this one? Ryu. Who's he gonna go against? Ken the fucking Eagle. There you go. Next character. That's technically, that's technically why I'm just saying that, most likely fighter game storylines are gonna be bland, because it's not necessarily the fact that it shouldn't have a storyline. It's the fact that the storyline doesn't matter much. That's why usually nobody takes their time trying to make it the most perfect story ever. So I'm done with why it shouldn't be on there. Now to the reason why it should be on there. And let's be honest, if fighting games didn't have a story mode or a storyline or whatever, man, it wouldn't even be that fun. It wouldn't even be that interesting. It would still be fun because the gameplay is fun and everything and all that. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be real here. It's not like an RPG where you're worried about the story mode and hoping that it's a good or a bad one. Basically, your first thing when you get a fighting game is going to training mode and try to get your ass an Evo. That's technically what you're trying to do. But anyway, or go online. But still, the fact of the matter is, let's take a game for example. Let's take Guilty Gear for example. If Guilty Gear didn't have a story mode, but it still kept the same gameplay, the same concepts, and everything else. So, if you did that, I mean, you'll be asking a shitload of questions. Seriously. Why the fuck does that girl have black and white angel wings? Is that supposed to be like a half angel, half devil or whatnot? Why the hell are they talking to each other? Why the hell is that feminine guy over there wearing a dress with a fucking scythe in his hand? Is he a gay version of the Grim Reaper? Oh, why is that girl wearing, notice I said girl, why is that girl using yo-yos, and why is there a bear following her? That doesn't make sense whatsoever. Why is the only black dude in the game this very buff dude? Seriously. The buffest person in the game is a black dude. Makes a lot of sense. What the hell is that on his arms though? You kind of see what I'm getting at though, right? And it'll probably be a lot less interesting when you realize that there's no storyline to it. Now, seriously, Guilty Gear probably has one of the most fucking mind-blowing, mind-fucking storylines anybody has ever fucking seen, I guess, if you put it that way. I mean, seriously, you're not gonna, if it didn't have a storyline, you're not gonna figure out that the girl with the wings is a fucking 3-year-old. You're not gonna figure out that, the main character, that's the main character's fucking daughter. You're not gonna figure out why does the boss is a fucking robot with his dick hanging out, and it turns out it's really a female and that's not a dick. You're not going to figure out that, oh, that girl with the yo-yo with the bear following him is actually a fucking dude. I mean, you're not going to figure all that. And why? Because it has no storyline. And then let me explain a little bit further why it should. The animations. Let's take Kyo Kurtsunagi for example. Every animation, he's probably getting his flame on and whatever, no homo. He's getting his flame on and stuff like that. You know, he does that around every character. But what happens where he goes against Iori? He has a complete different animation. They're doing something different, and then you gotta know why the fuck do they hate each other so much, and why is he doing this animation against him compared to if he was doing this animation to fucking Rio or Ro, whatever the fuck you want to call him from Art of Fighting. I like Ro better, but still. And you know, you're gonna ask those questions. Is that dude his brother, his father? Did he what he do to him? Seriously. Why does in Street Fighter? Why does Sagat usually just starts laughing when he fights everybody else? But no, when it comes to Ryu, he starts holding his chest. Is the dude saying something that he wants Ryu in his side of him or something like that? Or is it the fact that that scar on his chest Ryu gave to him? You know, you ask questions like that. And, you know, honestly do believe that these two reasons are the reasons why story mode should, you know, belong to that. Seriously, in Blaze Blue, when you see the special intro between fucking Ragnar and fucking Jin, and Jin's calling him brother, unless you got it in Japanese settings. But still, you hear him call fucking Ragnar brother. How the fuck Ragnar and fucking Jin doesn't look like brothers not one fucking bit. Seriously. There's nothing that looks gay about Ragnar. There's nothing that looks masculine about Jin. How the hell was I supposed to know that those two was fucking brothers? Oh, that's right. If it didn't have a storyline, then you will never know that. You will probably wonder why is that nigga calling that other nigga Uni-chan. But anyway... that's besides the point. My point is, you know, in the end, you know, it just depends. Story mode isn't the first is only a secondary to fighters, not primary. In fighters, gameplay is primary. Yes, I do believe that sometimes the story modes are bland or whatnot, but at the same time, you know, I do think it should have a storyline, you know? I mean, otherwise, what's the point? You're just playing a game and, you know what? You got a whole bunch of niggas fighting each other for no apparent reason? No, it gotta have some reason. There has to be some reason behind it. And, you know, it's like nothing to lose sleep over, but at the same time, you just think about it, man. Anyway, that's my little thing. That's my little theory and everything I basically talk about. So for now, this is Yuki Konata, aka Mr. Dark Nagato, signing out. You got any thoughts and worries or whatnot, yada yada, you know, put on the comments, like and favorite if you like the video. This is Yuki Konata, aka Mr. Dark Nagato, signing out.